Hello and welcome back. This is Raves and Rants of a Mad Fool, and I am the Mad Fool. Tell me if you had heard this one before. Let's see.
Hello, what have we here?
Got this amazing little soundboard. I promised some music. Didn't get music, but I do have sound. We're gonna play around with this a little bit. Let's get right into it. It is Andor episode 11. Hold on, before I get right into it, hold on. Gotta learn how to do this. Please thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe, comment. I would love for somebody to comment. I know people are actually watching. I've got subscribers, I've got viewers. Talk to me. I'd love to know what you think. What I'm doing great, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing bad. It's not wrong. Well, it's not even bad. Who knows? Incorrectly. What I could do better. Okay. Let me know. I really do want to know. Want to get better. I want to get better at this. Ladies, gentlemen, and dreamers of all ages. Here we go. Episode 11. Episode 11. The name of the episode is Daughter of Ferrix. Now, I did bring this up before on one of my episode reviews. The Daughters of Ferrix were mentioned before in a conversation with Bix and Brazo. Brazo, I believe this is the heaviest Brazo episode that we've got so far. You know, Brazo being a friend of the family or like family, according to Marva back in one of those episodes. And we... I'm getting ahead of myself mostly because I'm just talking about the title. Let me not do that, okay? Again, the title is Daughter of Ferrix. It was already set up a little bit. It was mentioned. There's a runtime of about 45 minutes. I have to mention... I'm going to mention down the line directors and cinematographer, because I thought every frame of this episode was art. I mean, every frame, sorry, might edit that. Every frame is clear, beautiful, lit almost perfectly, frame by frame. It's amazing, this episode. I think, in my opinion, the last two episodes, keep in mind the last two episodes are absolutely written by Gilroy, by Tony Gilroy alone. It's in the credits. It's also come out in the news that he's doing the last two. This is going to be heavy. I think 11 was a setup. 11 is a setup for 12, or at least we can say part A and part B. It's unfortunately the hand that we've been dealt. Hey, listen, Disney Plus, if you're out there, if you're listening, I don't think you are, but if you do, here's the thing. Stop with this week by week thing, okay? You do it, Amazon does it, HBO Max does it. I understand the reasoning behind it. Maybe not the logic. I don't know. Look, you have a channel. It's an actual channel on television. You broadcast. Okay. So does HBO Max. Not so much Amazon. Okay. Netflix is, I believe, still the only one that is doing drops. Hulu, not with their newer shows. If you get an older one, yeah, you get a full episode drop. But Netflix is the only one that's still dropping everything at once.
So this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
Ladies, gentlemen, dreamers of all ages, I'm just going to make the comment right now. This week by week, little bit by bit, hey, here's a little piece of cheese, here's a carrot. It's kind of like the Empire, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like it. I have to deal with it. It is what it is, but honestly, I prefer the drop. I prefer the binge. Just give it all to me in a one neat package. I did speak with one of my viewers. Well, I spoke with someone on a fan page today, and he mentioned that he was in a Canary Island. I had to look it up, and I know he he was on vacation, and he was dreading the fact that he might not be able to watch the show. He said they said, I don't know. They said that they had connection, something about capacity. Look, the point is more freedom. Or
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
don't do it. Wow, it's 5 minutes. What am I doing? News. The last two are written by Tony Gilroy. The second piece of news, it's confirmed by Gilroy that in Narkima 5, so apparently a lot of people were saying that possibly those gears, the things that they were building, are nothing. Gilroy is coming out and saying, no, they're building something. In fact, one of the reasons that it came about is because you always wonder, it's like, how do they get those big ships and all these things? Who builds this stuff? Where does it come from? It's a pretty good question. It's a pretty good question.
Hello there.
I gotta do it again.
Hello there.
Scenes, the three best scenes. Three best scenes, definitely. It's gonna be Luthen and Saw. This is different from the other episode where they were just sitting. Now it is moving. Wow. Okay. And they still keep an amazing pace. They add a third character. Luthen, I'm going to get into it. Luthen getting away. Second best. Look, it's not about the acting. Yes, this is a lot of CGI. But it's so good. It's so good. Getting on with it. First thing we see, Andor episode 1, bloodied. I see bloodied hands, feet. They're on a cliff. They're climbing. Next thing you know, something's hovering above. They're searching for, prisoners. Tell me they're leaving, Melchi. No, actually, it was Andor. Andor says, they're leaving. Melchi says, how long have you told me that? How many times have you said it? How long has he been there? I don't know.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
But he finally says, no, never mind. Just tell me. Give me hope. Oh. Cut to Ferrix, and we already see, something bad. Yeah, it's Marva. Spoilers. If you do not want spoilers, please leave now. Okay? Marva appears to have not lasted, has passed. Appears. Why do I say appears? Because, come on. Look, I understand the fact that you showed me that she was a little bit sick. She doesn't turn on the heat. It's very cold. She's a bit older. I get that. But something about this doesn't sound right. I hope, I think, and I hope that Marva is still alive. and this is a ruse. This is a way to get her out because, Marva is a rebel. I think Marva might be the original rebel. No, that was James Dean. But no.
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
I love Forrest Whitaker. Let me just say that. I also love Fiona Shaw, who plays Marva. Again, this is the daughter of Ferrix. We talked about this before. It seems that, she either was born on Ferrix or has deep roots in Ferrix. B is emotional. He's emotional for a droid, or at least he's, it looks like he's emotional. I guess that's the thing with droids. You don't know if they actually have emotions, but he looks emotional. The Daughters of Ferrix is there. There's a person there. They're talking to B. Brazo's trying to get B to be okay. I personally, again, I think this is a ruse. I think this is a ruse. Nothing to see here. Funeral procession. Ferrix looks like somebody died. Cinta has a job. She has been here that long. Here's one of my questions also, because we don't know how long it's been. Technically, we know that it's been about 30 or so days since he went in. I can't remember how long it was that he was on the Amos. Timing here is very interesting. But I'm not going to get into it. I'm not. I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to enjoy just for now. Just for now.
Hello, what have we here?
I love it. Are you ready? You want some Andor? You want some Cassian?
Light it up.
Wait, I can do that better, huh?
Light it up.
I love this. So 2 days, there's a tradition. You get made into a brick, the Ferrex tradition, and then you get put on a wall. It's very interesting. I don't know if that was trying to be funny with Dedra, that scene. Move on. I mean, it was informational. She's great. The day players are great. I understand why you put it there. I don't care about the scene, no offense. Except for it's kind of like, isn't it exposition? Aren't you telling me, hey, this is going to happen? Whatever. All right, so then we got some great aliens. And also the voice of the alien seemed almost familiar.
Well done. You're a rebel now.
I mean, I'm not saying that was their voice. It sounded familiar. It sounded like something old. Not Yoda old. But, yeah. Always the Empire, they say. They press a button, by the way, and then suddenly there's a huge net. And Melchi and Andor are just scooped up. Now, the interesting part is that then they press the button and it's gone. It's a retract. It's mind you, it's gooey. Okay, I don't know the science behind a gooey net that you can shoot and then retract. I don't understand it, but hey. Next thing, hey, can you take us to Niamos? At first I thought, why does he want to go back? Oh, his money's there. Yeah. No, let's go to Niamos. Yeah, we're gonna need the money. Come on. He's got some other stuff there too. So then we cut to Clea. She's cleaning some coins. I could not see exactly what was on the coin as far as the insignia and if it means anything.
Impressive.
Not
Most impressive.
Not impressive on my part. Not impressive on my part. Sorry, guys. Then we say hello. Yeah. Hey, Vel. She sees Vel. Clea says Vel. Clea is not happy. She's pissed. Vel asks, are we alone? Why is she asking that? Is she asking because Luthen's not there? I mean, technically, in the scene, she then says, hey, I checked the back. The Fandor isn't here. So it must be that she's asking because she wants to know how secure the location is. I mean, I would hope. Let's just say that. Then we are alone. The Fandor, the rules. She goes over the rules. By the way, I gave him Aldani.
Impressive. Most impressive.
What have you done for him lately?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
She's been there always, man. She's been there always. What info does she have? It's Andor's mother. Why does she know? Probably, of course, because she's in contact with Cinta. Let me bring up the Cinta thing. Listen, she's been there. She has a job. She's on Ferrex. She's committed. This girl is committed to the... committed. All right? There's only the fight. We take what's left. Commitment. Wow. Okay? Let me just say, I don't understand how Cinta doesn't know about the ISB agent and the ISB agent doesn't know about Cinta. I mean, they both watch the same house constantly. Let me just say, constantly.
Hold on.
Nothing to see here. Oh, the Bell guy, of course. The Bell guy. It's episode 11, or he's tired. Either way, I didn't feel it this time from the Bell guy. I didn't feel it.
I felt a great disturbance in the force.
I felt that. All right, so it's 14 minutes. We got to move in. B going with Brazo. She's not here now. And Brazo says this to B, but he also says she's in stone now. She's on her way. On her way. That was a little bit telling. B says, stay. Can you stay? He says, yes, just tonight. We cut to Bix. Bix is still having a really bad time. And let me tell you, she doesn't look I mean, she looks like she's about to croak. I'm worried about Bix. I'm worried about Bix. She's got that stuff ringing in her ear. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. That's a little weird here. Okay, so who's the bald guy? I don't know. I don't know who the bald guy is. Care to join me? No. She's not gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it. I personally, I mean, I'm watching the thing and I'm saying to myself, Bix, say yes to Krieger. Just say it. I mean, yeah. It's going to be good for Luthen, and it gets you back in a place where you can relax or try to relax. But you look, wow. It's bad. All right, so she can't. She doesn't have the energy. So then we cut to the embassy, Mon Mothma, and the chanting. So here's the chanting, and apparently this is some type of tradition. Chandrillans are known for their traditions. Technically, we are not on Chandrilla. We are on Coruscant still, because the embassy, that's where it is, because that's where the Senate is. Think of it again as Washington, D.C. So this is interesting. The chanting is interesting. Vel is there. She says, first Mon Mothma says, we did this. No, you did this. Well, I didn't do this. I thought it was over. Next thing you know, yeah, no, it's back. All the old stuff is back. Why is the old stuff back? It's almost like, I don't know. It's almost like the Empire uses, I'm going to say, the comfort of something that something that is close to you, to then differentiate from something that's different. And this is how we divide people. It's not that hard to do, unfortunately. So
this is how liberty dies. With thunderous applause.
Don't hate. Stop hating. That's the main thing. Perrin is strangely open to this, about these. There's this one line where Mon Mothma, she found the Elder. Are you getting proposals? The Elder thing was a little, I don't know who the Elder is. We'll see. Are you taking proposals? No, of course not. But, well, I'm in a little bit of a bind. I'm in a little bit of a
I find
bind.
your lack of faith disturbing.
Which Vel probably thought in her mind. But no, Vel is, even though Vel is about her commitment also to the rebellion, she also cares about her cousin. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit tired, guys. I'm going to tell you straight out, it's 4:25 a.m. We're 18 minutes in, and I'm still not done. And the thing is, it's still not done. I'm going to go right through. So, for Luthen, let's see. The money for Luthen. So they go into the money for Luthen, and the fact that she brought up the fact that she opened the floodgates and then it was like water just rolling down, just bunch of money. Okay, sure. They're talking in the embassy and they start talking about this. I have to wonder, do they have some debugging equipment? How do they know that the embassy is safe? I mean, but like we know, nobody is listening. It's probably true. I have to wonder how far from this, because it looks like Mon is definitely in trouble. She's worried. And I want to know how far this is from the Gorman speech, as far as timeline. And that Gorman speech, again, was in Star Wars Rebels, where that crew literally transported Mon Mothma from Coruscant. Well, it wasn't from Coruscant. They picked her up somewhere else. The point being that they smuggled her to off-planet because she was in trouble, because that was the end for her. And then it was just like, nope, all about the Alliance. So we cut right into it, and oh boy. Oh, Sergeant. First to begin with, because I don't want to remember it. I don't want to bring it up. It's 20 minutes in, but it looks like Gangi is alive. If anybody has watched Arrested Development and they are looking at Cyril Karn's mother and thinking, hold on.
Hello, what have we here?
No, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
Same thing I always do, talk my way out of it.
No, that wasn't the right one too. But anyways, Gangi. Yeah, she looks like Gangi. Cyril gets a call from Sergeant. Oh, Sergeant, my Sergeant. Love that guy. Speak further. Cyril says his one comment. We need to speak further. They can't hear each other. People who have seen the episode know. But there's this one, it's literally them talking. Let's say it's akin to Zoom nowadays, where you're talking on Zoom and you're having a meeting maybe, and things just don't go the right way. There's a connection problem and the sergeant's trying to tell him, it's a great scene. It's funny. I personally, it's actually, there are light speckles, I think, of comedy in the episode. This is one of them. Very light though. It's very light. Oh, Sergeant, my Sergeant. Speak further. I personally thought that he picked up that speak further from the Bureau of Standards. Yeah, it sounds like something the Bureau of Standards would say. So they're back on Yamos. We see the Pelicans. I don't know who's sleeping. Andor has gone back to what I thought was the apartment. It could be a hotel room. We technically don't know. But it's a domicile, a dormitory, a habitat. How many more of these do I have? Let me check my thesaurus.
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
Oh man, you can tell it's 4:30. I'm feeling it just a little, guys and gals and dreamers of all ages. The Pelicans, the gear. He gets his gear. We don't know. How do I know what you'll do? Because we cut to Luthen, and now it's Luthen. He's arrived on Sella. I'm gonna know this tomorrow, guys. Sella, Margot, Grago. Okay, running out of energy. I'm just gonna go for it. Ready?
Impressive. Most impressive.
How do we know? How do we know this? So how do I know what you're gonna do? Saw figures it out almost, but okay. Hey, Luthen says it's your decision. He mentions his source, or at least technically he's trying to ask his source. Okay, well, nice move. Nice move, Luthen. It's a very nice move. Listen, this guy, Luthen, is a grandmaster. If he was a chess player, he would be a grandmaster. He sees things in a quantifiable way, and paths and this and that. Listen, I love this character. I really love this character. I want to know more about this character. I want to see this character more. And beyond that, I want to know who in real life this character was based on. If anybody knows, please let me know. Please let me know. Yeah. Shiitake. It's war. That's what it is. So we get to Karn, and the safe thing. He's robbing from mom. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's just say that. I mean, I can understand it. Your mother? Yeah, I can understand that, but
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
It's a war. Yeah. So now I gotta ask myself who directed this. That's a question that I asked on the table. There's some awesome code being used between Luthen and Clea, and it's so normal and it's so good. And I wonder if this is how Wall Street bankers talk to their lawyers. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
Hello there.
what is this patrol? Yeah, we don't know. And next thing you know, he's got a code from Alderaan. Alderaan is a little nostalgic here because it feels like one of the scenes from the originals. But Luthen starts thinking, man, I may need to run. And, when it comes down to it, his ship, it's mentioned from the beginning, episode 1, Fondor, and the fact that he's made some modifications. And we see those modifications, and it's great. And it reminds me almost of Waterworld. Yes, people are going to be like, Water what? Yes, this Kevin Costner movie that was like the first movie that was ever hit $200 million to basically produce and make, and then unfortunately didn't make a lot of money. It was, in my opinion, not Kevin Costner's fault. I thought it was a pretty cool movie. Could it have been better? Yeah, sure. But this reminds me of that because that character had the best ship possibly on the planet, except for maybe the cargo ship, right? So you think about it, it's like the Mariner and his ship against that cargo ship, and that's the Empire. It's ironic. But moving on, I don't know why I mentioned that. I apologize. Thank you for sharing your time with me. So again, look, the frames are out of this world. I mean, seriously, it's like it's a movie. We cut to the shipping guy, and basically Andor is calling him. It seems to be it's all sound. Of course, there's no face. He says, "Hey, don't say my name." Yeah. Marva. Marva. This was his shipping friend, I believe, Zan. And he's the person that I believe was in episode 1 or 2. I gotta go back on that. They were talking, of course, about trying to smuggle him out, or smuggle something or someone. But he unfortunately tells him about Marva, right? Now, this is an interesting trope that sometimes happens. And, it also happens in real life, possibly when the CIA and the FBI are watching somebody and then suddenly they die, they watch everything because they know that family members that they are looking for will probably show up. And this is what's happening. We know this from the scene with Dedra. It's not Deborah. It's not Deirdre. It's Dedra.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
Yeah, she's a bit of a disturbance in the Force, in my opinion. But, yeah, it looks like, guys, girls, dreamers of all ages, it's going to be another shootout. I want to talk, of course, about that last scene with Melchi and Andor. That's my third best scene. And the second one, by the way, Stellan Skarsgård. I know there's a lot of CGI, but everything that happened with his ship and how he got away, oh, it was so good. It was just so good. And when it comes down to it, the end scene, here's Melchi. Melchi, of course, again, has Rogue One. Had been in Rogue One.
Light it up.
And we don't see a lot of him. We didn't have a backstory. Here, we don't have that either. We thought maybe we were going to get one. We still don't know if we do get one. I mean, definitely we know that Melchi joins the rebellion. We know that for sure. How he gets there, we don't know. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more Melchi. I thought, I understand why they didn't use him too much. I do. But I want to see a little bit more Melchi. I want to see more interaction. When they said goodbye and you give him the bro hug, right? It's the bro hug, right? Everybody does it. I do it. You do it. Come on, we all do it.
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
He finds that Andor's just found out about Marva. His mother's dead. Melchi's looking out. It's a beautiful sunrise. I mean, every shot in this episode is amazing. And you have to understand the way they did this. I mean, it had to be real ocean, possibly fake the clouds or sky, or maybe it was a fake ocean and then the sky. They transposed a bunch of things. I mean, maybe it's probably like 2 shots, 3 shots at max, but it looks so good and so real. And man, the quality that is coming out of this show is amazing. One of the reasons I love it. I have to mention 2 things before I leave you. I know it's 29 minutes. The corpo gun. So he picks it up. Of course, it was in his box at the apartment hotel. Don't know. He ends up giving that gun to Melchi. I have a question about why he did that. I'm not saying intention-wise why he did that. I mean, technically, yes. He's got his gun. He's going to keep his gun. He's got the extra. But the corpo gun can be traced. Right? I mean, can it be traced? We'll see. All right, so this last scene, and it's emotional, because I gotta say, Diego Luna does something. We're a bit of a contrast with Stellan Skarsgård, both in my opinion masters, but his character is not a man of many words, and I think I've talked about this, that he's great at communication with little words. Which is fantastic for a tactician and someone in charge that wants to get his point across really quickly. I mean, that's how it is. And there's so much that is said on his face. When we have that frame of him in the telephone booth, yeah. But that frame of his face, sideways profile almost, there's so much emotion after he finds out that Marva is dead. And then he talked to Melchi, gives him the gun, has his exchange. You know, you can tell he's emotional. You have to wonder, is it all of it? Is it all balled into one? But that scene when he's looking out into the horizon, and the look on his face and the emotion, there's so many things there. There's loss, pain, there's not knowing what's next. Again, you know, I mentioned that this character, things get taken away from him over and over again. And now, Marva's gone. Or at least that's what he knows. That's what we know. I'd like to say that Marva is alive.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
We'll see. But it's amazing. At the end of the day, that shot, him not saying any words, the setup previously, and his face looking over the horizon, it gutted me, man. It gutted me, because I could almost feel it. Yeah. How many more things are they going to take away? Melchi said, you know, when he was looking at the horizon, he was thinking about freedom. I'm pretty sure Andor can't think about freedom anymore. There is no freedom for him until the Empire falls. And that's where I leave it. Ladies, gentlemen, and dreamers of all ages, please, thumbs up. 4:40, it's 33 minutes in. Thumbs up, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Comments. Let me know. I'm here. I'm still doing it. I am the Mad Fool. I thank you and have a great night.